Hello, I'm Edward Polachik, Artistic Director of Concert Artists of Baltimore, and I would like to invite you to our concert on March 23rd. That's this upcoming Saturday at 8 p.m. Friedberg Hall at the Peabody Conservatory of Music for wonderful music of Beethoven and Saint-Saëns, Beethoven Mass in C, and Saint-Saëns Piano Concerto No. 2 in G minor, ZUBER, pianist. Have an unusual program of two composers that are not generally paired together, Beethoven and Saint-Saëns. And even as odd bedfellows, there is a link. Of course, there's always a link in some way, shape, or form. And the major link is that, of course, both of these composers were great genius composers. I don't know if this is common knowledge or not, but Saint-Saëns, by the time he was 13, had memorized all of the Beethoven sonatas, which is an incredible feat in itself, but it's certainly by age 13. Saint-Saëns was an unusual composer in that I don't believe that he himself considered himself first and foremost a composer, but rather a scientist, primarily a mathematician. But he was one of these genius people whose mind was so expansive that he was able to encompass many different aspects of arts and sciences into his life. And if you look at the whole body of his work, not everything I would consider or is considered a great piece of music, but there are incredible bursts of musical genius in his writing. And this, probably best known as his Third Symphony, the Organ Symphony. And I think of all the concerti that he wrote, this Piano Concerto No. 2 in G minor is perhaps his most popular of concerti. Now, I mentioned Beethoven on this program as well, and indeed we have a very unusual work, his great Mass in C major, that was in the style, or it was a way for Beethoven to show his innovations in a Mass, which were not at all accepted. We have a Mass that is very classical in nature, but with some of the great innovations that only Beethoven could have done. For example, we get to the final movement, the Agnus Dei, and the text basically is, Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world, have mercy on us, or grant us peace, dona nobis pacem. And when we get to the words dona nobis pacem, or have mercy on us, miserere nobis, Beethoven, rather than being terribly contemplative and prayerful about this, he begins to raise his military fist, and the trumpets come out and the timpani comes out, and there's a little bit of, or maybe I should say more than a little bit of anger involved in shaking his fist perhaps at the Almighty to say, don't please grant us peace or have mercy on us, but you better. And then of course he retracts very quickly from that. But that's another innovation that he does use in the Missa Solemnis, but it's already foreshadowed in this Mass. It is a Mass of great proportions, full chorus, mixed chorus, 4 soloists, and your full classical orchestra, full set of winds, 2 horns, 2 trumpets, timpani, and full set of strings. I think it is a Mass that deserves to be heard not only from the fact that it was now a classical Mass that was going to open the door into new settings of the Mass, but it also shows us where Beethoven was beginning now to develop into his own as not just a classical composer, but breaking forth into the Romantic era. So I do hope you will join us for Beethoven Mass in C and Saint-Saëns Piano Concerto No. 2 in G minor with ZUBER soloist on Saturday, March 23rd, 8 p.m. at the Friedberg Hall, Peabody Conservatory of Music. Thank you. For tickets, please visit our website, which is cabalto.org/tickets, or call us at our office. Our box office number is 410-625-3525. Once again, that's 410-625-3525.